Hey everybody. I thought I would do a series of about 10 or 12 exercises just to hold you over until we can see each other again or until I decide to make up another series of different exercises for you. So I'm going to start now and we'll start standing up with a couple things and maybe a balance exercise too in the standing exercises. So go ahead and start standing. We're just going to start standing up nice and tall. See if I can get all of me in here. First thing we're going to do is pull your shoulders back, nod your chin. Think of pulling your belly button into your spine, and we're going to roll down one bone at a time. Now to touch the floor, if you need to bend your knees a little bit, bend your knees, but we're gonna touch the floor with your fingertips. Nod your chin, tuck your tailbone under, and roll back up again. Make sure you're holding your abs in tight to support your back. Stand up nice and tall. Roll your shoulders back a couple times. Nod your chin again. Pull your belly button in and roll back down. Reach through your fingers, bend your knees if you need to, and roll back up. Stand up nice and tall, roll those shoulders back, pull your shoulder blades together. One more time. And nod your chin and roll back down again. Reach for the floor, feel that stretch in your hamstrings. Bend your knees and roll back up. Shoulders back for 3, 2, and 1. Nod your chin, pull your belly button into your spine. Kind of think about weaving your ribs together as you roll back down. Reach through those fingertips, soften at the knees, and roll back up. Nice and tall. Roll your shoulders back for 3, 2, 1. And we're going to do it one more time. Nod your chin, pull your belly button in, weave your ribs so we're tightening up your abs, rolling back down. Reach for the floor, bend your knees, and roll back up. Roll your shoulders back for 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Now put your weight in your right foot. You're going to pull your left knee up. Good. Try to bring the knee up as high as you can, just keeping it there. So you're not going to have to lower it down at some point. Pull your shoulders back and down. Think about keeping your shoulders away from your ears and extend that leg out straight for 10 and 9. Good. Just try to keep that knee up. Engage your quads. They're on the top of your thigh. Here's 5 and 4, 3 and 2. One more time. I'm a little wobbly. I'm standing on my mat, so if that's hard for you, you can always step off the mat and come down to the hard floor. All right, other side. We'll bring your other knee up to where you can keep it up at that level. Arms are out or by your side, wherever they need to be to help you out. You can even hang onto a wall if you need to. Extend your leg out, squeeze those quads for 10 and 9, 8. Good. Stay relaxed through your shoulders. Shoulders down. You might have one that starts creeping up. Make sure you keep it down. Maybe imagine that you have oranges under your armpits and you're squeezing those oranges. That helps to keep your shoulders down, keep your abs engaged. Okay, let's do 5 and 4, 3. Okay, 2 more. Reach, whoops, teetering. One more time, reach. And then down. Good. All right, then what you're gonna do, if you have a countertop or a chair that you can hang on to, you're gonna hang on to your chair or your countertop. Otherwise, you can just take your arms out in front of you, make sure you're pulling your belly button in, and you're gonna set your hips back behind your heels. My toes are pointed straight ahead. Try not to let your feet turn out. So you're gonna set your hips back for 10, and then engage those glutes when you come up. 9, 8, eyes are looking straight forward, shoulders down. 5 more. Hips back and engage the glutes to come up. 4, 3, last 2. One more time. Good. All right, and let's take a little break, do a stretch. You're gonna bring your arms up over your head, hold your right wrist in your left hand and stretch over. Good. And then take your left wrist into your right hand, over your head, stretch over. Try to keep your arms right outside your ears. Good. And go ahead, drop your arms. Let's go ahead and come down to your mat. So now you're going to be lying down on your back. Your feet are going to be about a forearm's distance away from your glutes, from your bottom. Let's take your arms straight up. So my fingers are going straight up toward the ceiling. I'm sliding my shoulder blades down the mat so my shoulders are away from my ears, and we're just gonna scissor your arms just to kind of get your shoulders moving, lubricated. Good, just scissor the arms. While you're doing that, think about having a neutral pelvis, neutral spine. That means I can put a little bowl of water underneath my belly button and the water would not spill into my belly button and it would not spill down in between my legs. So it's just a neutral position there. Let's scissor for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Good. Let's go ahead, bring your arms right down by your side. You're gonna press your palms into your mat, working the back of your arms. Take a good inhale. You're in this neutral pelvis. When you exhale, you're gonna go into an imprint. So you're gonna tilt your pelvis backwards. So I have spilled that bowl of water into my belly button. And then you inhale back to neutral. So if you look, you can see how my lower body is moving here. I'm gonna exhale into an imprint, spilling that bowl of water. Inhale back to neutral. Real good exercise for your abs and your low back. Press into your mat, exhale, imprint, inhale, neutral. Exhale as you imprint, pressing your back down to the mat, tilting your pelvis. Inhale, neutral. Let's do 5 more. Exhale, and then inhale. Exhaling through your mouth, here's 4, and then neutral. And 3, imprint, neutral. 2 more, exhale, inhale. 1 more time, exhale into your imprint. We're gonna hold it here, press through your feet, and roll your hips up, up, up. Good, and then from your upper body, roll back down, 1 bone at a time. Then you're gonna end with a neutral position. Exhale into your imprint and go ahead and roll your spine up, engage your glutes, engage your hamstrings, and then roll back down. If you want to make it a little bit harder, take your fingers straight up toward the ceiling rather than having your palms down to the mat. It's entirely up to you. Arms can be up or down. This is just a little bit more challenging. And roll back down. Exhale, rolling through your spine. Should feel good on your back. Press up through those glutes, hamstrings. Press your feet down into the mat. And then roll back down. Try to relax your shoulders. Let's do 4 more. Inhale, exhale, rolling through that imprint. Up, engage your glutes, and then roll back down. We have just a few more. Inhale, exhale, roll up. Keep your feet flat to the mat, toes down, heels down. Engage those glutes, so squeeze your buns really tight, and then roll back down. Let's do 2 more. When you do this, keep your thighs parallel. Try not to let your knees come out. Good, roll up, and then rolling back down. 1 more time. Inhale, tilt that pelvis. Exhale, roll it back. Rolling up, engage your glutes. Press down through your feet. Let's press down through your palms. It might lift you up a little higher. And then roll back down. Good, now try to maintain that neutral pelvis and spine. So here, you're not going to press your back down. You're gonna try to stay in neutral. Extend your left leg out straight, point your toe. Lift that leg straight up, there goes my pants. Flex your foot and then lower back down. Good, lift up, exhale, and then inhale to reach away. Think of using your abdominal muscles to pull that leg up and then lower down. Good, exhale, lift. Inhale, back down. Exhale, lift, stretch through the back of that leg, and then back down. Let's do 5, and reach through the heel. 4, reach through the heel. 3, 2 more, lift, and down. 1 more time, lift, hold it there. Let's just place your hands back behind that leg, just hold this stretch. My toes are pointed right now. I'm gonna roll through my ankle and then roll the other way. Now push up to the heel, push my heel up toward the ceiling, hold it. That last little stretch. Place your hands down, point your toe. Circle that leg. So I'm just circling my leg. Try to keep your hips evenly weighted down to the mat. So as I circle that leg, the opposite hip is not coming up off the mat. Good, that should be about 10. Let's go ahead and reverse it. Engage the quads. Try to keep that leg as straight as you can. Good, exhale as that leg comes up toward you. Try not to tuck your tail under and press your back down. Remember, we're trying to stay in neutral. Good, let's go ahead and flex that foot. So I'm pushing up through my heel, lower it all the way down, and then go ahead and slide it in. We're gonna straighten the other leg now. Toes are pointed to lift, feel that stretch through the back of your leg. Use your abs as you pick that up, flex your foot and lower down. Good, exhale to lift that leg up, inhale to stretch it away. Use your abs to help pick that leg up and then push through the heel to take it down. Exhale, inhale, keeping that leg as straight as you can, moving that foot around, giving the stretch in your calf and the back of your leg. Make sure you're breathing, exhale it up, inhale down. Let's do 4 more. Lift, press away, and lift, press away. Keep those shoulder blades flat down to your mat. Good, hold it up. Place your hands up here. You know, even if you have a band or a towel or something, you want to put it around your foot and hold this hamstring stretch, you can do that. I was just trying to do this without any props at all. Push up through that heel, point your toes, and then circle that ankle around. It should feel kind of good. And then circle it around the other way. Now point your toes, Place your hands down to the mat. Try not to let your hips wobble side to side. You're going to keep everything nice and neutral, and circle that leg. Try to make sure your quads are engaged. This is a good one if you're having knee problems, any knee pain, just to try to keep that leg nice and straight. Good. Exhale as that leg comes up toward you. Good. And then go ahead and reverse that circle. Come around. Exhale it up. Keep those abs engaged. But remember, we're trying to stay in neutral. Try not to press your back down at this point. Keep a neutral spine. Good. Go ahead, flex that foot. Feel that stretch in your calf and your hamstrings, and lower that leg all the way down. Slide it back in. Now, you're going to go into the imprint. So think about pressing your back down to your mat, helping to engage your abs. We're going to take one leg up to tabletop, keep your imprint, and bring your other leg up to tabletop. Then we're going to alternate, tapping one foot down and bring it up. Go just this slowly. Don't try to go faster. It's more work to go slower, so you might find yourself wanting to go quickly, but try to go slowly. Really, what else do you have to do right now? You might as well spend your time exercising. Exhale as that leg lowers down. Inhale to bring it up. Remember, try not to come out of the imprint position. If, when you lower your leg down, your back pops up off the mat, then what you're going to do is not take your leg down so far. You don't have to touch the floor. You only want to go down as low as you can, keeping your imprint position. Good. Let's do 6 more. So we're going to do 6 and up. My back is down against the mat. I'm breathing, not holding my breath. And let's do 2 more. Here's 1 and 2. Then go ahead, take your left foot down, hold it down. Take that right leg, straighten it out, and then pull your knee all the way back into your chest. Straighten it out and pull it in. Let's just do 3 more of those and pull it in. 2 and pull. And 1, pull and hold it. Place your hands behind that leg. If you can, straighten the other leg out. So you'll feel a stretch in the front of this thigh, but this is a real good stretch for your low back. Now, all we're going to do here is lift your head, your neck, your shoulders up. So feel that little crunch in your belly. Just hold this up. Use those abs. And then go ahead and lower it back down. Bring this leg back to tabletop. Your other leg is going to come up to tabletop. All right, now we're going to take your left leg and straighten it and bring it in. Straighten it and bring it in. Good. Good. Reach through those toes. All right, then we're going to bring it into that chest. Hold it. Extend that other leg all the way out. Feel that stretch in your hip flexors. Pull that knee in close. Get that stretch in your back. And then go ahead and tuck your chin a little bit. Curl yourself up. Think about pulling your belly in nice and tight. Keep breathing. And then lower it down. We're going to take that leg back to tabletop. Bring your other leg to tabletop. Arms are going to be out to the side. Spread out your fingers. So what we're going to do is lift your left hip up off the mat. So you have just a little bit of a twist. I don't want you to twist too much, just enough to feel your obliques work when you push that hip back down. So you're going to inhale to lift that left hip up and then exhale to set it back down. Inhale the hip off, engage those obliques to set that hip back down to the mat. Inhale, exhale. Good, a little twist, and then back down. Notice my shoulder blades are staying flat to the mat, not lifting my shoulder blades up at all. So this is just a little bitty lift, and then down. Inhale, exhale, then we're gonna go the other way. So my right hip is gonna come up off the mat, and then I'm gonna exhale, use my obliques on that right side to set your hip back down. Inhale, exhale, down. Inhale to lift the hip, exhale, put it back down. Good, try not to let your heels drop. When you start to get lazy, your heels are gonna come down like this. And that makes a big difference. You use your abdominal muscles a little bit more if you keep those heels up and keep 90 degrees at your knees. Good, let's do 3. Set it down. 2. Exhale down one more time. Inhale to twist. Exhale, back down. Good, let's put one foot down, then the other. Then you're gonna straighten your legs all the way out. Take your fingertips all the way back behind you. I'm gonna lift my fingers up toward the ceiling, tuck my chin, and then exhale and just curl part of the way up. I'm not gonna do a full roll up. Just think about bringing your rib cage down toward your hip bones, point your toes, you're reaching to your toes, and then stretch back down. Inhale, exhale, slide that rib cage toward your hip bones, pull your belly button in. And back, inhale, exhale down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, back down. Inhale, reach. Exhale and hold right here. Keep breathing in this position. Draw that belly button into your spine, shoulders away from the ears. Just hold. Bring your left arm up. Bring your right arm up. You ought to feel that a little bit more now with your arms up. Bring it down and down. 2 more times, left arm up, right arm up, left arm down, right arm down. 1 more time. Keep that belly button pulled in. Breathe. Arm up, other arm up, down, and then lower your shoulders and your head. All right, one more exercise. Roll over on your side. My head is gonna rest on my arm, knees in front of me, and the heels are tucked in. So we're not 90 degrees here. I've got my heels in, so I kind of look like a zigzag. Press your heels together. Think of lifting your rib cage up off the mat. And what that does is it makes your spine straight. If my rib cage is down into the mat, then my spine is kind of making a little C shape here. So I'm gonna lift my side up, press my heels together, and then lift that top knee up. My hip is not gonna rock back. This hip stays right on top of the other hip, and then back down. Good, lift and down. Let's just do 10 of these. If you feel like it, you can always do more. Hold those abs in tight. And 5 more, you should feel this in your hip. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, and like I said, you can always do more if you want to. Clamshells are great exercise. Then we're gonna come up and over to the other side. Lay your head all the way down, knees are bent. All right, top hip is right on top of the bottom hip. Shoulders are lined up, and now I'm gonna pick my rib cage up away from the mat. So you can put like a little bird's egg underneath there and not squash the bird's egg. Press your heels together and lift that top knee up for 10. Notice my hip is not moving at all. So when I lift that knee up, I'm not rocking backwards. It's more about getting that rotation in your hip socket. So those little rotating muscles around your hip joint are working. Hold your belly button in nice and tight. Of course, I lost count. I think this is 5. And here's 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and last one of those. And then we're going to come up to standing. We're going to do a good back stretch. I'm going to move this up a bit here. Okay, so we're going to pretend that I have a chair right here or a countertop. I'm going to put my hands on my imaginary chair or countertop and just press my hips back and press down through your armpits and your chest. So what we're doing is getting a stretch through your upper back and your chest. It's kind of like doing a down dog, except you're elevated a little bit. So just let your head drop, relax your neck. Should feel this stretch in your hamstrings, your whole upper body. Make sure you're not tucking your shoulders up by your ears. Keep your shoulders down. And then from there, you're gonna put your hands at your shins or above your knees and just roll yourself up. All right, there you have it. I don't know exactly how long that was. I didn't look at the time, but I was going for about 30 minutes. So I hope everybody's doing well and that you find these exercises helpful. Hopefully, I'll see you soon. Ciao.